I'm having a difficult day today because I don't know, there's a billion reasons, I guess. I don't know about a billion. I don't want to get too over dramatic or anything like that. It's like it's a Friday. I get done at work at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm single, which is fine. I haven't hung out with any other person besides my friend Phil, who we work on music, and he works during the day actually he goes to work at 2:30. He works second shift most days except for Wednesday, which we used to work on studio stuff on Wednesday, but he has a kid and a girlfriend in a house, so he's too busy to work on music because it's not that important to him. And it's, I love him, and there's no but about me loving him. It's just, I have kids, I own a business, there's just no excuse. If something means something to you, you're going to work on it. So there's one little thing that's running around in my head, like I want to work on music, I want to get my stuff going, and if someone's listening to this, they could say, then why aren't you doing it yourself? I don't want to make up the excuse and say because I haven't had the money to invest in my stuff, because I'm trying to get a place for my kids to live with me, and in the middle of that, I'm working my ass off, and I get a new job that pays better, and then the guy that owns it wants out, and I have to do something, so I buy the business, and then during the business, I get a crappy commercial vehicle that comes with it, and over a period of time it breaks down and breaks down and breaks down. I put a lot of money into that, and then I have to get a brand new vehicle for my business. So even though I've been working my ass off, it doesn't have anything to show for it except more shit for the business, and I don't want to work my ass off my whole life. So then when I have time off, I don't know anybody because I'm always working my ass off. So then I have these tons of ideas and these creative things going on, and there's just things you can't do on your own. You can't be a self-actor. I mean, you can be. I don't want to say you can't, but it's not fun. It's like I'm a people person. I need to be around people, and I can't find any people who want to fucking do anything. And I think it's ridiculous. And when I say it, they seem like I'm wrong. Well, if I'm not wrong, then when I say, hey, anybody or anyone, literally, guy, girl, kid, elderly person, I don't care. Does anybody want to go do something? I want to get to know you, and we'll play a card game until we, establish some kind of something in common, and we'll go from there, and we'll learn about each other and just have fun. Like, I can't seem to find anybody who is willing to even tell what they're interested in, because I don't think people know what they're interested in anymore. I mean, I know what I'm interested in. I want to do all these things that I'm doing. I'm working on my music. I'm working on my books. I'm working on I work out. I, study spirituality and meditation. But, I do that stuff a lot on my own time. I want something to do with other people. And I don't want to always spend all my time alone. And like when doing stuff with other people can't be the same thing all the time either. When I do spend time with people, it's playing a game, a board game, watching someone play a video game, watching a movie, or watching the same TV shows that I've seen 1,000 times. I love my certain TV shows because I'm into puzzles, whatever. But at the same time, like I can't have life just be that over and over and over all the time. I have to have something new, and I think everyone needs something new, and that's why people are getting bored or stagnant wherever they are. But I mean, like, I'm at my mom and dad's house today, and, like, I feel my body changing. I need to stop eating certain things, and I need to stop doing certain things, and it makes me feel better not to. But because I stay with my mom and dad most of the time, I feel like I have to, like, I don't have to, but I feel bad saying, I don't want that in my lunchbox. I don't want to eat that. I'm not worried about eating dinner today. I want to fast for a couple days or a week. And I'll say that. My dad's like, oh, that's just not good for you. You ain't going to be able to do that. And it's just like that whole conflict of you ain't supposed to do that, or that's not good for you. And Dad, I don't need you to tell me what is good or bad. I mean, I'm sorry that you don't agree, but whatever you're doing isn't working either, because he seems happy today, and that's great. But most of the time he's just unhappy and grumpy. He doesn't really know what he wants to do with himself, and he just feels, unhappy. I can see it. I can sense it. He can't lie to anybody. We know that he's unhappy. And it's because he doesn't do anything different, or doesn't anything new. Anyway, so I feel horrible saying it, but I couldn't be at my parents' house, because whenever I go there, I'll be totally inspired, and I got all these things that I want to do when I get there, and then I get there, and they start asking about work, and they start saying silly stuff like what's in the mail, or what's going on. We haven't heard from Matt. It's something stressful. Matt's like not getting a hold of anybody or saying anything, but apparently he's coming on Wednesday, and people are going to be here, and they don't know anyone's going to sleep, and and I'm just like, it's not anything to stress over. I was like, I'd like to think he's my son, so it's just not even a question. We'll make do. Yeah, I think that's the way anyone would want to be able to think. Hey, if our family member's coming and my son's coming, it's not an issue as where he's going to sleep or it's going to be inconvenient. No, it's not anyway. Like, what's it hurting anybody? Is there enough room for six feet for somebody to sprawl out and fall asleep? Yeah, there is, and it's nothing to work yourself up over. And I can't say this to them when I'm there because I can't just say it without being interrupted and have to feel like I have to defend myself because it's their house and their rules and their whatever, and they're pretty awesome. I mean, they're awesome parents, but at the same time, they've got some silly things that they worry about, and they say they don't worry about it, but they do. Like what's the problem with Matt coming back? Nothing. Who's it hurting and how? If it bothers you that he's sitting there, say something to him. And like, I don't know, I'll sit down and have a conversation or something. I mean, people seem like to avoid any kind of conflict because people don't know how to handle themselves in a conflict situation. Like, you can't just talk something out. You can't just ask somebody a question. Why is it so difficult? I don't know. And I'm getting flustered, but I told my parents that I had band practice tonight so that I could go sit in the parking lot because I couldn't be there because I felt like all the energy was sapped out of me. When I got there, I was so inspired. I had so many things in my mind. I was trying to concentrate so I could write down where I wanted to get started. And like when I first got there, it was just mom and dad, and we were just sitting there talking about Matt and all that stuff, and it got me sort of down and depressed. And then I fell asleep for 3 hours because I was like I got depressed, so my mind started getting all jumbled and cluttered, and I couldn't think of anything, and I was just frustrated. So I was like, what the hell? I had so many ideas on the way here, and now that I'm here, I can't think of anything except the fact that I have a lot of stuff to work on. I don't know where to start. And I was just getting all frustrated. And then I fall asleep, and I wake up, and I feel like my day's wasted. I worked out. That's good. I mean, it is good. You know, I talked to mom and dad, and I seem flustered. I don't feel like I can confide in my dad at all. I don't feel like he agrees with anything I say. And I guess I don't care I don't need to be agreed with. It's the fact that I feel like everything I say is doubted, or everything I say is whatever. Like, I know what the fuck I've been going through. I know what the fuck I'm feeling, and I know what I'm experiencing, and it's really, really hurtful that the people around me don't see it. I'm having such a fucking hard time. I mean, I'm at the same time, it's beautiful, and I love life and everything, but seeing the people around me, like, I'm watching everybody else around me deteriorate and be unhappy, and they can't even admit they're unhappy. Like, my mom's happy because she sees these things I'm going through, but then, like, there's got to be more. There is more to life, and I can tell people what it is, and I'm not going to say anything because it doesn't fucking matter what I know because people don't want to believe anything. And I feel like the reason I get so mad is because I have so much to share with people, and nobody wants to fucking hear it. I love my kids so much, and I want to see them, want to talk to them, want to know about them. They don't even want to talk to me. I send a message, they don't answer back. When I do, I ask them a question, and then they don't answer the question, and they wait until I say another message. I say, okay, well, I guess, never mind, I'll talk to you later. And they're like, okay, love you too, bye. They don't answer any questions. They have nothing to say to me, and I don't know why. Like, why is it, am I pushing too hard? Do I make people not care? Are they just saying they love me, and they don't give a shit about me at all? I'm so confused. And at the same time, like, I love him anyway. It makes me cry because I'm trying to embrace being Dan Alexander, the dad, business owner's son. But in those roles, I don't feel fucking cared about at all. So, I mean, I feel like, what does anything matter? What does any of it matter for anybody? Why doesn't anybody want to fucking talk to each other? Like, what's so great about watching TV and being sucked up into a fucking program? I'm so fucking miserable seeing people do this to themselves. And it's doing it to me because I want involved with people. I want to be involved with some fucking living beings. And they're all fucking programmed and sucked up. Like, I don't have any fucking people to communicate with. I feel like the most intelligent genius watching a bunch of fucking retarded animals. Like, it's like you're sitting in the woods watching the fucking animals run around in circles not even knowing what the fuck they're doing. And you can't even help them because they're too fucking stupid to listen. And I don't mean to say that. I'm not talking about my parents and my kids and that. I'm talking about everybody I fucking see, including them. I love them to death. I'm not putting them down as people, but just having a normal human mentality is an animal mentality now. I feel like I've been so far fucking past that, and I have to fucking hold it in and act like Dan Alexander. You know, I don't mean shit as Dan Alexander. Tell me how I mean shit as Dan Alexander to somebody. Anybody that I know can be like, you're a nice guy, and you're a good dad, and you work hard. Who fucking cares? Nobody fucking cares about that shit anymore. Nobody! So what, do I fucking bow down and be what everybody else is doing? Just be what the fad and the trends are? Like, I am literally fucking here to save the world, and that's all there is fucking to it. I don't care that I'm swearing. I don't care that I'm pissed off. I'm allowed to be because I fucking care that much. And nobody even cares that they're tearing themselves apart. The world is fucking itself up by following the same patterns. Let's put on some stupid auto-tone, yeah, how shorty and the bitches, and have like fucking 10-year-old girls lip sync to it. And then I don't know if the parents see this shit, but they don't say anything about it. And why not? Nobody stands up for anything anymore. Nobody has anything to say. Nobody cares. Or what? I don't know. Am I the only one who fucking cares? I need to find some people out there who know what I'm saying, who can even comprehend beyond normal English American thinking or normal thinking of human beings. I don't know what. And I'm not trying to insult anybody, but it's really, really fucking annoying. If you were me and you felt and saw and experienced what I've experienced, you would understand, but nobody does and nobody will. So it's all sucked up and trapped inside me. And I don't have the ability to do these fucking video effects, which I have so many vivid things that people don't have any idea what they're in store for if they fucking team up with me and partner with me instead of feeling like everyone's fucking against each other or all about themselves. I'm not all about myself. I ask everybody what the fuck they want and what they like to do because I would do that with them. There's a big difference about somebody being about themselves and being about all. Yes, I work on my own stuff because I'm me. That makes fucking sense, yeah. And since nobody else is around, what am I going to work on? My own stuff. Oh, yeah. So guess what? I'm alone by myself a lot, so I get a lot of stuff to work on. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. And then there's other people who I ask them what they like, what they're into, what they do. They don't even have one fucking answer besides some common answer that everyone says. Everybody says the same fucking thing. And if it's not the same thing, it's one thing to that person, and it's one thing to the other person. Nobody does anything anymore. And if I say that to them, they're like, I know. Well, then let's fucking change it. Whatever. I'm so in love that I'm angry. I'm passionately angry because I feel like I have so much to say and nobody that just wants to hear it. My own kids don't even seem to, like, I'm reaching out to them. I sent them all a message today. And I didn't get really anything back. I ask a question and nobody says anything. They're just like, hi. And they're like, I love you too. And, you know, if they do give me an answer, I say, well, how was that? And I don't hear anything else. So, I mean, I can't say they never answer, but rarely. And I don't know. I don't want to confide in my kids because what kind of parent confides in his kids? You're not supposed to do that. But I don't have anyone to confide in that would care. And my mom, she always has something to say. She's just trying to help, but sometimes I don't want her to say anything because I'm not dumb. Like, I'll say something like, I'm going to go on TikTok and do this video or something like that, and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to say, and I already wrote out this thing, and I'm going to say this thing. And then, like, later on she'll say, well, just do that thing, and I know she's just being nurturing, and I love her for it. It's just, I'm not dumb. I know that. I mean, I know she doesn't know what to say. She's just trying to help, and I totally know that. So it's not her doing anything wrong. It's just the frustration of, it's not getting anywhere. Nobody wants to try to improve. Nobody's improving. They're doing the same things. My mom knits every day. They do the same things a couple times a month. She goes and sees her guild, the people from work. And then, you know, they're getting older. I'm not trying to say it because I hate even saying it, but one day it's not going to be happening anymore because they're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be here to do it. Everybody I know is going through the same little pattern, and I want to do new things, but I can't just do new things on my own. I mean, every day I study something different, or I try to learn something new, or I think of something new, or I come up with these new ideas, but nobody wants, and I had nobody to share them with. And I want to do these things on these TikToks and on YouTube. I want to be able to edit it and make it nice and presentable. I don't want to look like a fucking clown because I know that my message is important, so it needs to look better. But I need to find somebody to help me do it, and I've asked countless times, and nobody fucking cares enough to even help, even answer, even say anything. I get likes. Hey, I asked some fucking questions. I don't want to fucking like. I want to answer. That's what I want. Jesus Christ, you know? Anyway, what's the point of rambling?